We see with our hearts and love with our eyes. In a 2020.
What's going on, yo? Maddad is back up in this Madden. Here to talk about Madden. And yes, it is Thursday, the day after Christmas. No more presents, no more teachers, no more dirty looks. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to this video. Thank you all for watching. And if you're new to this madness, you know what's going on. If you want to find out more, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Come join this madness. Come be part of the Madden. How y'all doing, man? Happy Thursday. Close to the weekend. New weekend league kicks off a little while today. Stream this morning said we're gonna get a little teaser tomorrow. Said we got this, this graphic that keeps flashing, showing a heavy storm with 50 mile per hour winds over Florida. So what could that mean? This morning on the stream, Farrell's definitely hinted a lot at that 50. So is that Vita Vea out of position fullback? Kind of sounds like out of position. More of them are coming. So I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. But welcome, guys, and I hope everything's going well, man. I got Sean Taylor on the team, so Merry Christmas to me. Presents were a big W yesterday. A great drop in content yesterday by EA. You got Vic, Bo, Strahan, you got Mel Blunt, you got the Sean Taylor. We got all those presents that were spectacular. Hopefully you guys pulled some great presents as well. So it was a pretty good day of MUT yesterday. We're hoping to follow them up with some more good ones. Because tomorrow we will get our NFL100, our final release of the quarterbacks, and our free player. So over on this video here, I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to have to definitely go over my predictions for the NFL quarterback, but I'm also going to tell you guys who I'm going to choose and who I think you guys should choose for your NFL100 free player. Now, if you don't know already, guys, make sure you guys go over up here. If you haven't done this, I'm sure you have, but if you're new to this channel, new to the game, just got it for Christmas, and you're wondering what I'm talking about, they're still up for you. Right here, these NFL100 solos. Make sure you do all of them. All of them. They are very easy. They do not take very long. You probably do all of these in an hour. If you haven't done any of them, you can probably do the whole thing in an hour. But tomorrow we'll get our week 6, our quarterbacks release, and then you get to choose a free NFL100 quarterback player. Or, a quarterback. Any of the NFL100s that you want. That's what we're thinking. Some are speculating it might be a fantasy pack of 3, but I think it's going to be who you want. I think it's going to be who you guys want. It's the same thing for the MUT 10. We got whatever player we wanted. I think it's going to be the same thing for the NFL 100. Now, who I think you should choose. We'll get to that here in one moment. I just want to go ahead and jump right in and go over the quarterbacks who are finalists. So we definitely already know. Oh, there they are right there. We definitely already know that, starting from top to bottom, we already got Tom Brady. We already got Joe Montana. So two of those 10 slots are already taken. 8 more here to go. But are they going to make it to the game? Is Joe Montana and Tom Brady going to make it to the game? I am not completely sure. So ones that I think are going to make it, definitely going to make it into the top 10. Looking down there, that list, you got Terry Bradshaw. I'm going to say Drew Brees, John Elway, Brett Favre, Peyton Manning, Dan Marino, Joe Montana, Johnny Unitas, and possibly Steve Young will make that final 10. But the ones that make the final 4, that make it to the NFL Madden game, or the Madden 20 game, I'm going to say we're definitely going to get a Peyton Manning. I think Omaha is going to become a thing, and they talked a lot about bringing that in here, so I think Omaha is going to be in the game with Peyton Manning coming in with it. I also think Dan Marino, the person who we broke all the records of, I think that's definitely going to be another one as well. Joe Montana, I think he gets one as well. He's one first. It's hard to say, Terry Bradshaw and Joe Montana, man, they 4 Super Bowls each. Tom Brady falls in that category too. I think Tom Brady's going to get more cards as he still plays. Probably a playoff card. But I think Peyton Manning, Dan Marino, Joe Montana, and Johnny Unitas. Those are my 4 picks. Terry Bradshaw, Johnny Unitas, I think are interchangeable right there. But I mean, there's a lot of quarterbacks that we can get. Brett Favre, John Elway, Steve Young, they all deserve to have upgrades. Troy Aikman, one of the best ever in the short amount of time he played. You know, if you watch his football life, that guy's, you know, he had a rough. You know, he had a great team to begin with, and they got a crappy team. Dan Marino never played on a really great team. You know, he had the Marks brothers there with Duper and Clayton, but never really had that great team to take him all the way. You know, he went to the Super Bowl his second year against the 49ers. And then never made it back again. Poor Dan Marino, I think one of the best ever to play, not to get a ring. So, those are my four. One more time: Peyton Manning, Dan Marino, Joe Montana, and either Johnny Unitas or Terry Bradshaw. You know, honorable mentions: Drew Brees, man, he's gonna have all the stats here. Tom Brady, you know, Brett Favre, John Elway, those four, Steve Young, those five. All those guys probably going to get into the game as well, into the final 10 as well, but I don't think they're going to get in the game just yet. So as far as who I think you guys should choose, guys, who I think you guys should choose and why. Well, first and foremost, always go to your team's needs. You know, who's going to be on your team the longest? You know, because if you're going to pick somebody, it's going to be Nat. You're going to quick sell them. It's only going to quick sell for about 9, depending if you get a 94 or 95. You know, 9 to 12,000 training is all you're going to get for this guy. So you're going to have to choose wisely, just like with the NFL100 players. Someone that you're going to want on your team and in your lineup the entire year. So let's start, you know, with the first release, the running backs. I think we all have the running backs, you know, with Jim Brown, Barry Sanders, Evan Smith, and Eric Dickerson. We had Bo come out yesterday, running backs. Definitely don't think you guys should pick this running back unless you need to make coins and want to sell like your Eric Dickerson back or something, because these running backs are pretty cheap right now. So I would definitely not pick a running back. Now, wide receivers, if you guys want Randy Moss, if you guys are a Moss, I'm not a Moss person myself. I think he's the only one in the wide receiver group worth using it on. But, you know, again, it's your own preference. Again, you can use the power-up pass, 93, 94 for the smaller ones and 95 for the higher ones as well. So it's up to you guys. Quarterbacks, I don't think any of them, any of the ones, even the ones that I released, are worth getting a power-up pass. I mean, worth a free card on. I guess if you really love them, if you got like a Steve Young and you just love Steve Young, like I have a student who loves Steve Young and I'm sure he'll pick him up. That's on you. If you plan on keeping him as your quarterback the rest of the year, that's on you. But I don't think the quarterbacks, the running backs, you know, wide receiver, possibly Randy Moss are ones to use it on. Now we go cornerbacks. You got, let's see here. I think you got Rod Woodson. You got Willie Brown. You got Dion, who's still going for, what's he going for now? Still going for about 540. And who was the other one? Willie Brown, Rod Woodson, Dion. There was 4 of them, wasn't there? Rod Woodson. Oh, and Willie Brown, Dion. And who's the 4th one that I'm missing? Or are there only 3? Oh, it was the cornerbacks and safeties. That's right. We got Ronnie Lott and Ed Reed. Was it just those 5 though? I want to say there was 2 more. You know, Ronnie Lott. So I wouldn't, again, especially with Sean Taylor in the game now and with Pat Tillman, I wouldn't use it on safeties either. The only one that makes sense to me that I'm going to keep throughout this game, I'm missing a cornerback, I feel like, but Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders is the one that I'm going to put it on. That's just because I'm always going to have Deion in the game. He's one of those cards that always stays expensive too. So not have to worry about him. I have my power-up pass on his 92. I have my other power-up pass right now on this one, so I'm going to put that in there and get my power-up pass back. But Deion Sanders is the one I should use it on. Lawrence Taylor was another great one to use it on. Maybe Mean Joe Green or Reggie White. But the one that makes the most sense to me are the ones that are going to be high priced. You know, Eric Dickerson and Deion Sanders. But Eric Dickerson, you guys probably already have him or his price has dropped. So Deion Sanders is, I think, the best one to use the free one on. Hopefully we get a choice of those. Let's just make sure I'm not missing anyone. Of course, linemen, you got Larry Allen, you got Bruce Matthews, you got Dwight Stevens, you got Ogden and you got Munoz. But again, they were so cheap yesterday. And linemen, you go through them. You cycle through them. You sell them and you buy them a lot. So it's not someone you really keep on your team all year long. Tight end, Tony G. There's going to be better options than him. Kicker, Adam Vinatieri. He was going for $200K yesterday. Which reminds you guys, if you guys didn't know this, Adam Vinatieri gets clutch kicker and focus kicker, both chems. So I sniped him for $200K yesterday, and I'm so happy I don't have to worry about getting ice no more and slow meter. We got Reggie White and we got Deacon Jones, and they're so cheap, guys. So I just don't know. I think Dion or Randy Moss are probably the only two that make sense, guys, depending on what side of the ball you want to go. So those are my picks right there for the NFL quarterback. I appreciate your support, guys. We'll be streaming some weekend league later on tonight. So Joe Montana, Dan Marino, we're going to go Johnny Unitas, and last but not least, who was my fourth one? Peyton Manning. Those are my four. Use your free Centennial player on either Dion or Randy Moss. Those are my two choices, guys. Have a great day. Appreciate the support. Please hit that like. Please hit that subscribe button. And I appreciate all you guys. Maddad is out.